सद्गुरु श्री गजानन महाराज की जय. Namaskar. I am Atul Kokardekar. I feel blessed to present the English pothi of Shri Gajanan Maharaj. With Maharaj's blessings, I hereby start. Sadguru Shri Gajanan Maharaj ki jai. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Glory of the O Rama, God of the colors of clouds, consort of Sita, son of Dashrath, and safe haven of sons Galua. With your blessings, O Rama, monkeys defeated Ravana in Lanka. Victory follows him who enjoys your blessings. He who gets your favors is revered by the people. Howsoever low he may be in his social status. Am I suitable for such favor? My condition is most pitiable. I lack knowledge and devotion. My mind is unsteady and suspicious. With various desires hunting my mind, how can I expect you to be a kind? Logically, it may sound alright, but the scripts point out that you have pardoned many a sinner. Liberating the pious is no wonder, but real greatness lies in saving the fallen. There is none greater than you. I invoke you to pardon my failings and sanctify me, God. With your blessings, I completely surrender myself to you. The celebrations went full swing with all the people at the temple. Khanderao from the Patil family was organizing the festival. The Patil clan enjoyed a great heritage of wealth, land and property. Devotion to Segas and Sons was a part of their legacy. With all the authority of the village head, Khanderao celebrated the event as said. He came from the lineage of Maharaji, who had sons named Katharji and Kukaji. Kukaji the younger was a devotee of Vithoba, the Pandharpur deity. The family enjoyed blessings of Gomaji, a sant from village Nagziri. Katharji had 6 sons. They were Khanderao, Ganpati, Narayan, Maruti, Hari and Krishnaji. Kukaji had none. When Katharji died, the children were brought up by Kukaji as his own. It was a rich family in the town. Kukaji brought prosperity to the Patil family. Khanderao became the head after Kukaji's death. Khanderao had authority and prosperity. Bodybuilding was the brothers' hobby. They played games with swords and sticks. Hari amongst them was the great athlete. People tried to please the Patil clan. Though the festival was for God Hanuman, Patil had an irrational attitude which drove the town into annoying disputes. Khanderao abused each one in the village, not sparing even a sant or saga. When the brothers went to the temple, they started teasing Sant Gajanan. They fashioned indecent puns using the name of Sant Gajanan. They challenged him to a wrestling fight, asking him to prove his saintly might. They invited the sant to the stand or face a beating at their hands. The sant laughed at their folly. Bhaskar said, "Let us go back to Akoli. Let us be away from these insolent boys, corrupted by powers, money and might." The sant said, "Bhaskar, wait a bit. Patil brothers are all my devotees. All they lack is decorum and modesty. To understand them, watch them closely. Notice their affectionate license. Each of them is like my son. They enjoy blessings from various sons. Power is often accompanied by rudeness. How can a tiger behave like a cow, or burning fire be as cold as snow? How can the edge of the sword be mellow? This attitude will eventually go, like the tributary of monsoon water, getting cleared with the approach of winter. One day, Hari came to the temple ground and challenged the Sant to a wrestling bout. Don't keep chanting your favorite hymn, Gana Gana Ganat Bhote. Oh, what a rhyme! Since you are the heart of all respect, I want to test you in all aspects. If you defeat me in wrestling, you get a prize. The Sant nodded to accept and sat quiet. He said, Come on, you are very strong. Pull me up from this position where I belong. Hari used his strength all the way, but couldn't move the Sant an inch away. He tried all the tricks of wrestling until his tired body started whispering. He soon realized that the Sant had won, though his build looked a thin and frail one. The Sant was a great mountain of strength, undisturbed like a mighty elephant, underrating the might of the other creatures. Hari felt like a jackal there, or like a barking dog before a tiger. He had never bent down to the Sant's feet, but now was the time to accept defeat. In utter surrender to the Sekir Sir, the Sant looked up and said with a smile, Defeat me or get me the promised prize. Wrestling is the best of manly game form. Krishna in childhood played it with Balram. They killed Mustik and Chunar, gods of Kansa, the big ruler. Good health is the best wealth. Second is land and then money, which all should have. Krishna, living on the banks of Yamuna, made his playmates strong. That the way you do it in Shegao. Make them study with great aplomb. This is the only prize I am seeking. Hari assertly said, It can only be with your blessings. This was the moment when he learned restraint and started behaving properly with the Sant. His brother teased him for his weakness and said, We are sons of Patil. Don't forget, we enjoy the best authority in this region. Why should we bow down to this naked person? He is crazy, gathering undeserved attention. We have to curb this dumb ordination. Let us now take immediate steps and stop this nonsense in public interest. It is our duty to caution the peasants, Fennes, dupe folks by posing as sons. Even gold has to stand the test of purity. The sugarcane incident proved Tukaram's veracity. Jnaneshwar made a mark making a buffalo sing. Gajanan has to prove himself by similar testing. He has to attest his mettle in the popularity test. Why don't we test him to that effect? Thus saying, they came to the temple with a bundle of solid sugarcane. Hari Patil was quiet and stayed away, but others are boisterous all the way. They called the Sant obscene names and said, If you want to test sugarcane, you have to bear a beating by them. But no scars could be seen anywhere. We will acclaim you as a yogi. If the thrashing shows no marks, if it does, then of course you are a quack. The Sant smiled at the children's prattle. Maruti said, It seems he is baffled. Ganpati said, Silence means half consent. They all started beating the revend. Expect Bhaskar, all devotees disappear. He appealed to them to stop the torture and spare the son on benevolent nature. Your family enjoys a great reputation. Be kind to all who are under your protection. He may not be son as you believe, but spare him as an innocent man on the street. Brave hunters attack fierce tigers. They don't shoot innocent grasshoppers. King Ravan's Lanka was set afire by Hanuman. He never touched shanties of poor man's. The boys advised Bhaskar to stay off the fight. We are just testing his saintly might. People here call him great son. We are assessing his saintly traits. They continued thrashing him wild, like pods in the field for the yield. The son smiled unflavorably. No scars were seen on his body. Looking to the fact, the rowdy boys got afraid and bowed down to him, falling prostrate. Santa said, "Boys, your hand must be itching. I will compress juice for you. It's refreshing." He squeezed the canes with his bare hands and gave juice to the boys as refreshment. How could he squeeze juice without a device? This can be possible only with yogic exercise. With this, he wanted people to recognize that yoga can improve national might. The boys bowed down and ran back to Khanderao. They told him of happenings and the Sant of Shegao. With this, Khanderao started visiting the Sant, but his rustic language did not change. He never used honorific terms for anyone. Generally, singular words are used on two occasions, as in affection of a mother and the offspring, or by an authority to a menial under him. Khanderao recognized each one as his subject and spoke to them with little respect. That's why he addressed the Sant in diminutives. But inflicting insult was not his motive. His heart was like coconut with a hard shell, soft inside with sweet core and tasty kernel. Once Kukaji called Khandu Patil and said, "You speak of Gajanan as a great son. As you know, day by day I am growing down old. I would like to see a grandson before I go. Why do you stand dumb before me? Go request the sun to bless you with an offspring. If he is really a seer, he will fulfill your desire." Khanderao approached the Sant in a while, said, "Uncle Kukaji is getting old. He wants to see the face of my child. If you enjoy powers to fulfill devotees' desires, why not bless me with a child as a favor?" Said the Sant, "Good, you ask for something. With all the wealth and power at your command, you order everyone, then why not the Creator? This is something beyond human violation," said Khandu. "Crops need water for growth. Bringing rain down is beyond human trial. That is why in Femina the land is dry. Human efforts bring fruitful results when rain pours down on the thirsty fields. That is the case with me, O Sant. So bestow all your favors on me." The son smiled and said, "You beg for a child. Since it is asking for alms, I bless you with a son. You have to name him as a Bhikya. It is not all in my hands, but I will request the Almighty to fulfill your desire. In turn, you have to host a mango juice meal to all the Brahmins in the town every year as a token of your gratitude to the Creator." Khandu accepted the proposal and back he went to tell Kukaji of the conversation with the Sant. Kukaji was happy. In due time, a son was born to Khandu's wife, bringing joy all around. Kukaji happiness knew no bounds. Khandu distributed sugar and wheat to the poor and sweets to the children of Shegao. The child was named as Bhikkhu, who grew up like a waxing moon. As promised, Khandu fed Brahmins with mango juice, and the practice continues with the descendants. By the grace of Santa, the child started crawling in the house of Khandu Patil. This irritated the Deshmukh family of Shegao. With Patils, they were daggers drawn. The feud was going on for long between these two families strong. They hunted for a chance to hurt each other. They fought like two pandits, two ministers, two fighters, two machinists, or two dogs facing each other. After seeing the grandchild Kukaji died on the banks of Bhima at Pandharpur, Khandu was sad to lose his protector. Looking to his state of mind, Deshmukhs grabbed the chance to put the Patil as a danger. The details will follow in the subsequent chapter. Please listen to these treatise to bring to you auspicious tidings. Sadguru Shri Gajanand Maharaj ki jai. This English pothi was translated by Shri Shankar Pandit. Please share this video so that maximum devotees can avail Maharaj's blessings.